In today's video, I'm going to be going over all of the cryptocurrencies that have some massive potential in this market. All of these coins are going to be meme coins because 2024 has been going absolutely wild for meme coins. Make sure to smash the like, subscribe, leave a comment, tap the notification bell. We're going to be starting off here on Bonk. We're looking at Bonk on the Solana chain, Bonk USD here. We are on Dex Screener to be able to look at all of these different meme coins, different cryptocurrencies. The main thing that we really want to be looking for in a market like this is continuous trending, pushing impulse waves. Right here, we're seeing we've had one massive impulse wave. We're always going to get a sell-off. Some of these sellers were up 10,000% up in these highs. Of course, they're going to start to sell off some of their position as they've made over 100x on the market. And the same in through here. You can see that the market from these lows all the way to the high moved up 350%. So it makes sense that a lot of people that were buying down in these lows, once they're up close to 400% profit, makes sense that they are going to see a bit of a downside momentum. But you can see we had one strong big impulse. We've now had two big strong impulses, and now we are beginning to set up for this strong third impulse right here. The one thing that we do look at is when the exponential moving average begins to actually trend to the upside. We can see that that begins to tell us that there's a high probability of upside momentum, and we usually see a trend of this EMA like we saw back through here. Once we do get big spikes above, we actually use it as a trend and follow it to the upside. When we come back to the average price, we use it as a buying opportunity and a springboard because we're clearly above the average price, and we do have a upslope on the EMA. So all through here, and looks like we are beginning to turn. So really all of these markets are beginning to prime. As we've seen, Bitcoin did have a bit of a sell-off in the last couple of days, but overall, it's now everything's starting to turn. A lot of demand is coming back into the market, and now you're also seeing a lot of this demand here into meme coins. So let's continue on and go over multiple different meme coins in today's video. One of the next major meme coins here is Dog with Hat, clearly one of the top meme coins in this entire market. When we compare it over to Bonk, we can see that we've only really had that one major impulse on whiff, but we are again setting up for that second and potentially third push higher. One thing that I do really want to scroll in and actually reiterate here is when we make major highs and we make major lows. So right through here was one of the major high levels, but then we clearly pushed up, and this was then a support zone. So this was the high low, and this was the higher high. So when we're actually looking for a trending market, we never want to go below this low right here. That's actually the lower low, and we always want to be seeing high lows, high lows, high lows as we have this uptrend in the overall market. And we can see that's exactly what happened because price was actually right here at this zone. But see, we actually stayed above. If we scroll in right here, we perfectly stayed above this level. So we did make a low in this level, but we've actually made a high low, and now we've made another high low. And we can see we are beginning to trend. So now what we do want to be seeing is we want to break above this high. Then we'd make a higher high. Then we'd come back down, make a higher low. And then you see we're continuously trending to the upside. We make higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. And that's what we get. The overall exponential moving average trending to the upside. We're seeing all these coins moving. So we are seeing current market moving in the direction that we're waiting for. And one of these points right here really is the low 2.25. It's already moved up 50% from the lows in just the last couple of days. We can see from this low all the way up 46% in just a couple of days. That's obviously why we're looking at meme coins, because meme coins moving a lot more volatile. Bitcoin's up 5 to 10% in this time frame, whereas meme coins are up 50%. So that's obviously why we're looking at meme coins. They're much more volatile. They give us a lot more opportunity in the market, and especially when you can do this technical analysis, you can overall understand, okay, what's trending. We want to now be seeing one thing here is overall volume now picking up, because we haven't seen high amount of volume since overall this big sell volume down in here. That was the last time we did see a lot of volume. It was unfortunately a bit of sell volume. So really, again, with these high highs and higher lows, we do also want to be seeing a pickup in volume, because volume currently is actually pretty low in this current market. Here we now have Book of Meme. This was one of the major meme coins when it did launch. We had 3 days of major price action to the upside, but overall we really haven't seen that much price action overall. The volume really has been super downtrending, which isn't what we want to see. We're really in a sideways type of market where we're really struggling to break to the upside and even really struggling to break to the downside. Although Book of Meme has a major market capitalization, and when we do compare this to all the other meme coins, it definitely has some potential. But when we compare it to other meme coins and say, okay, could Book of Meme make a double, whereas WIF or Bonk or other meme coins could make a 5, 10, even 20x in the market? That's why we do need to come in and have some analysis right here for Book of Meme. This doesn't look as interesting to me as some of these other meme coins. So if we're going to say, okay, which coins actually have better potential, which ones are going to give me a better risk to reward, which one's actually going to give me more volatility in the market, if that's what you're actually going for, this does look like a coin that does not have that much volatility left in it. Sure, we could get a double or triple in price, but again, when we compare it to something like these other meme coins, it could have a 5, 10, or even 20x in the market. Then why would we want to waste our time looking at a coin that is not making a nice overall trending upside impulse waves? We're not seeing this here on Book of Meme just yet. Here we see Pepe, one of the most underrepresented coins on the Ethereum blockchain. Pepe playing a major role, and actually you can see a lot of people really undercutting Pepe, not expecting it to make these major moves. It's already doubled in just the last 2 weeks in price action. When we scroll out, Pepe has made major moves. We can really see we made that one major impulse, and then through all this bear market, we really struggled. We're basically stuck in this trading range type price action. But now, since March, we made that major, huge break to the upside. And when we do look at the volume as well, we are seeing a small pickup in volume, which is good to see. We want to be seeing that this stays as a complete low. We get a higher low. We've now broken above this high, so we're getting a higher high, and then we stay above this low, so we make a higher low, then we break above, make high, and you just see we make those continuous staircases to the upside. Really can confirm. Add the EMA to our chart, EMA, moving average exponential, make sure that the length is 20, come over to here, change the length to 20, save that as the default, so you never have to change that again. Delete all your drawings, and now we can see we did have the beginning of the uptrend in the EMA. Now looks like we're riding it to the upside. Every time we come back to this EMA, then we get those staircases continuing up. Geo Bowden, another major meme coin, especially because the 2024 election is coming up at the end of November. This means that there does have some narrative here on Geo Bowden. Not only that, but we are really focusing on just the technical price action here on Geo Bowden. One of the ones that we do see is, again, this was one of the major high levels right here in the market before we then had a bit of a downturn. And then what do we see? This was the lower low, this was the higher high, and then we made a major break to the upside. This is now the new higher high, and we never want to see a break below this lower low. If we do see a break below this lower low, it would actually be telling us that the trend is broken. The downtrend has now more continuation probability than upside continuation. So we always want to be looking at where the last major high lows and major higher highs are in the market, because if we're not, we don't actually understand when the true trend is broken. Because we are on the weekly, we do see the EMA now trending to the downside. You can see there is on the short-term time frame, like the daily, a little bit more probability of downside momentum. You can see how we're riding it. Every time we come back to the average price, we do get a sell-off to the downside. It makes sense. That's how the exponential moving average works. Now, again, want to be making sure we stay above this high. If we don't, that's a true break of the trend. If we come over to the weekly, if there's enough bars on the weekly, we would see, well, there isn't, because we're using the 20 EMA. The 20 actually means that we need 20 bars of price action before we're able to then print that first exponential moving average. But if we did have it, we would still see we're slowly still trending like this to the upside. So we would want to see a support level here, this 40-cent range. It does give us a lot of potential. Even if we just get back to the old all-time high, that's also a 300% gain. If we can get even close to $4, that would be that 10x in the market. Again, with these meme coins and with all the cryptocurrencies really turning in the market right now, that's going to give us a big potential. We can now actually buy low compared to if you were buying up high to this nearly 110 mark. At least you'd have a 60% retracement. You can buy low and then look for much higher prices. Now, here's one of the most interesting meme coins I've come across in a while. Like I'm always talking about, we're looking for really strong impulses to the upside, continuous making higher highs, breaking above the high, above the high, above the high, and above this high, and also making higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, and now higher lows in the market. So it's clear that this coin right here is making a clear upside trend. We're also getting nice impulses in the overall volume, and even now volume had make a bit of a lull, but now we're actually starting to pick up. The last few bars have been bigger than the last. We're seeing at the beginning of another impulse. Continuous high highs, continuous high lows. We can even add the EMA to our chart. We've got the 20 EMA, and you can just see how perfectly it's riding it. When we come to these bottoming levels, we then turn up, and now we're even using it as this support zone right here. Again, we want to be looking good volume. We want to be looking for strong trending coins. We don't want to be having to look at the chart and think, how can I actually make this coin go up? You don't want to be thinking that. You want to be looking at the chart and think, okay, this looks perfect. Look how easy it's setting up. We're just making continuous pulses, impulses. Now we just look to buy low, sell high, and ride this wave to the upside, because it's clear that this bull market isn't over. We go over and look at all these major cryptos, even something like Solana here. You can see this is the weekly exponential moving average, and look at where we're having a major support zone right in here, right at the weekly moving average. We're actually buying at these lows. You can see, look, already up 20%. You can understand how strong this exponential moving average strategy is. I'm always trying to teach this in my course. Make sure to smash the like, subscribe, leave a comment, tap the notification bell to stay up to date with all of the latest YouTube videos, and I'll see you in the next video.